Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks to MLA for the invitation to speak today, and also for funding the work that I'm going to talk about this afternoon. The idea is that producers don't have to do too much work here. What we're going to do, and I'm going to just give a demonstration, is we're going to put our starting live weight of our goat. What's our target live weight? 25 kilograms. So we want to put 10 kilograms on these goats. Producers do need to know what the approximate cost of their supplements might be per tonne delivered to their farm. So this is not going to tell us profitability or anything like that. It is purely telling us the relative cost of each supplement to achieve our target and how long it will take to get there. So I'm going to throw, after saying all you need to know is the cost of supplements, I have no idea. So I'm going to put some numbers here. Now, the other thing we need to do is put in what our additional growth rate that we want to see above our unsupplemented controls. We have to use biologically relevant and real data. And the data that we've put, I put limits on this so that we can only enter data within the range that our experiments tested and the responses we got. So to make it easy, I've put the maximum values there that you can enter in here. So for example, for loosened chaff, we have to put 50. If we put 60, we'll get a big red flag there that says that's not biologically possible. So what I'll do is I'll just put in approximately the maximum amounts here. So they're the maximum amounts of additional growth that we measured in our trial. Run across here, we've got a whole range of calculations. Probably this one's pretty important. How much supplement will those goats need per day to achieve that growth rate there? You can follow those down. How much will it cost per day, cents per day, to do that? And how much would it cost per additional kilogram of live weight gain? So that's all fine. The two really important ones are on the end here. So what's it going to cost to reach that target of ours, 25 kilograms, that extra 10 kilograms, and how long is it going to take? And so even though, and I can bump this up a bit, 750, even though the pellets, for example, are quite expensive compared to the other supplements, the total cost to get that extra 10 kilograms on our goat is about the same as the wheat and the sorghum in this model. And it's going to take us half the time. And that's purely because that growth response means that they're growing twice as fast, well, not twice as fast, but probably 50% quicker. So it means that they're going to reach that target sooner, which means the total amount of supplement required is less and the number of days is less. So it becomes a decision about, do you want to go for the cheapest supplement as purchased, the cheapest amount to get your animals to the target, or turn them off the quickest? And they're sort of the management decisions that producers can make with this tool, I guess, I hope. I'm going to jump back in now. So that's looking at the numbers, the hard numbers, that's fine. Some people like to look at these things visually. And so that this figure is generated in there. I've put in some thresholds there. So if our target is 75 grams a day, we can see that the lucerne and cottonseed meal supplements won't actually achieve that. And you can see that the pellets and wheat are going to cost you about 10 cents a day, the sorghum about 15 cents a day to achieve that. If we push out to 100 gram a day target, well, only the pellet and the wheat will reach that in terms of the supplements we tested, with not much difference between them, a couple of cents. And I appreciate a couple of cents adds up when you're feeding 1,000 goats over 100 days. So these small margins multiply out pretty quickly, I know that. The other way to look at it is, of course, if we wanted to allocate a budget of 15 cents per day, how would that best be used? Which supplement's going to give us the greatest return on the investment? So there's all sorts of ways you can look at this data.